Obviously everyone is delighted to be on the back of 3 wins now. Does that give us a huge deal of confidence going into what would be, in any stretch of the imagination, a daunting task up at Dundee?
Yeah, the boys are confident. It's 3 wins, as you say, and we've scored plenty of goals and not conceded many, so yeah, the boys are buzzing.
What's the difference, do you think? Because the performances have definitely improved towards the kind of end of last year and the start of this year, but for us to go from the kind of run we were on to 3 on the bounce, has there been a change that you can put your finger on?
I think just sticking together and waiting for it, and eventually it's came, and we've went on a good run, so hopefully we keep that going. There's
been talk at times that maybe in the past we were trying to force it too much, so was that patience maybe paid off?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Dundee then, obviously they've had a bit of a sticky spell recently, but we've seen the kind of results they've been capable of in the top flight. They've drawn with Celtic, nearly beat Celtic, they've had points off Rangers and other big teams in that division, so what are you expecting from them?
A very tough game. Obviously last time we played them it wasn't the best from us, but hopefully we can go there and give them a game this time, but we know they'll be a good side.
I suppose we go into it with a bit of better preparation than the last time, because we just come back off the Ayr United game. We went into the match with Aidan just injured, Sam hadn't signed up yet, we were really light on bodies, which just made it maybe come at the absolute worst time for us.
Yeah, as you say, like coming back with the bodies now, and obviously got a few boys back now and strengthens the squad, and getting near enough a full squad for the weekend again.
Off the back of 2 league wins in a row, do you wish that we were going straight into another league match to keep that going, or is it exciting to be going up against someone from the top flight in the Scottish Cup?
It is exciting, but preferably it would have been the league and hopefully keep this good run going, but you never know with the cup, could go there and put a shock.
I suppose that the pressure's all going to be on Dundee. They have taken a bit of a kicking off of Hearts, which is unlike them at home this season. They will, by the time we play them, have played Celtic as well, so can that play into our hands in any way?
A wee bit, they could feel a bit leggy. As I say, I'm playing Celtic away, so it's a tough place to go, and hopefully we can capitalise on that.
I suppose that the flip side of it is that if they don't pick anything up there, it'll be 2 defeats in a row, and they'll be kind of keen to get back to winning ways against us. So I suppose from our perspective, we need to expect them to be at their best.
Yeah, it'll give us full confidence.
The match that we did play them in, I suppose I can't let you away without mentioning that you ended up getting sent off, so I imagine you'll be keen to avoid that this time.
Yeah, absolutely.
And as for the match itself, if we can get through into the quarterfinals, that would be a step further than we got in the competition last year. It's a huge opportunity, a huge incentive for the club.
Yeah, it'd be brilliant for me and obviously for the club as well.
Brilliant. Dylan, thank you very much.
You.
Rhys, on the back of 3 wins, best time we could ask for to go and play Dundee?
From our point of view, I think good opportunity. We know it's obviously still going to be a difficult ask and difficult game, but like you said, we're coming off the back of a few positive results, which obviously breeds a wee bit of confidence amongst the group and supporters and stuff as well. So I don't really know how to answer it, if it's an easy time or good time or bad time to play them. Obviously we're fully expecting a tough game, and one that we'll need to be at our best to try and get anything from.
I suppose it's a big contrast to how we went into the last visit up there. We had just come off the Ayr game, Aidan had just been injured, Sam wasn't registered yet, we were bodies short, and it kind of told on the day.
Aye, I think even up there though, there were still really good kind of moments of the game which I remember, and then like you said, on the flip side of that, I think we had young Gavin at centre back, and Murray Aitken was in at right back doing a job, Gratz at right back as well, so we were a little bit kind of strapped for bodies in certain positions, so a much healthier position from a physical standpoint to go up there and give a good account of ourselves and stuff. So listen, I think everyone, supporters, people at the club, players, staff, everyone's really looking forward to it.
We are playing a team that have just come off of a really heavy defeat, which you don't really see them lose that many games at home, especially with that kind of scoreline. So are you expecting them to be very keen to get straight back to winning ways?
Of course they would, and that's the same for everyone. You know, it doesn't happen kind of very often. I think the job that Tony's done up there with Dundee's been excellent. Kind of constantly pushing for that top 6. Integrated a lot of kind of young players. Obviously Lyle Cameron just signed a pre-contract with Rangers as well, so McCabe away to Celtic, so there's been kind of loads to like from what Tony and that's done up there, but at the same time, like you say, they've come off the back of a sore one at the weekend, which can happen in football, Obviously a game I think on Wednesday as well, so we'll wait and see how kind of that game goes, but fully expect a windy Danamo, and listen, we expect to be playing Dundee at their best.
I suppose that them going to Celtic tomorrow night, it's maybe not the dream fixture to get before a cup tie, but I suppose you've said it yourself, you've still got to go into that game preparing for Dundee to be firing on all cylinders.
Again, I'd imagine, just from a kind of logical standpoint, you've come off the back of a sore defeat, so I'd imagine they'll be wanting to kind of correct a few wrongs, but bearing in mind you're going up against obviously the best team in Scotland, so that can be difficult, but like you said, they'll be obviously strong favourites, I'd imagine, so they'll be looking to make sure that they're not one of the banana skins in the tie, and likewise, it's from our standpoint, it's almost a free hit, but at the same time we still want to go and represent ourselves really, really well, and kind of quietly confident that we can go and put a game plan and whatnot in place that we can go and get a real positive result.
The impact of the run that we've been on, the kind of turnaround in our results the last 3 games, it gives us that extra wee spring in our step, and I suppose that the last thing we want is to allow some kind of heavy defeat to knock us back the way, but we're going up there with an incentive to try and get through to the next round, I imagine.
Absolutely, like I do every game, I'm not going up there to draw or lose, so we'll be going up there. Listen, we know it's difficult and not naive enough to sit and think we're going to go away from home to a team who are constantly fighting for top 6 in the kind of Premier League to go up there naive and think we're just going to rock up, turn them over. We'll have to be on our game in all different aspects of that, defensively, offensively as well, so but like I said, I don't approach any game, especially in these cup competitions, to go and kind of sit behind the ball or try and kind of hold out for an hour and get into extra time and come away from the game thinking, oh, you've done okay, you took them to extra time. That's not the way that I operate, so we'll be excited. Of course, it's a fresh challenge as well. You're up against kind of good quality opposition who a lot of boys at this level have maybe not come up against, and it gets to kind of test yourself against what the kind of top flight kind of level players are, so really looking forward to it, and like I said, we can enjoy the game.
How's Lewis Strapp and the rest of the guys? Obviously quite a tough few weeks that we've had physically. Most people, I imagine, have come through it, but Lewis obviously had to get subbed off. Reoccurring theme this, isn't it? But no, I think he landed awkwardly just after he kind of took a throw in, so I think his shoulder kind of popped out but came back in, which got an x-ray and stuff, so there was no extensive damage, a lot more range and mobility and stuff in his shoulder and stuff today, so better kind of day by day. Just got to wait and see, hopefully try and settle that down. Obviously I'd imagine that he'd be a doubt for the weekend, which we could have thought anyway, but hopefully it's not as kind of bad as what we first feared, but I think, like saying that, I think Flynn came in and kind of gave a good account of himself as well. Hopefully have Mason Hancock back, he was back on obviously the bench as well, so we've got options there as well, much better position than what we were, like I said, the first time we went up to play them, so all positive. And you've got Alex Bannon now added yesterday as well to further kind of complement your options at that side of the pitch. Happy with your January business?
Aye, it was probably a position that we were keen on. You know, we've got, I've been kind of doing a job in there. You've got Big Sam and Janny, Wilson and Wilson isn't a million miles away. We kind of rely on him coming back and being straight up to full match speed and tempo after the kind of length of time he's been out. So a position there that gives us good cover as well. Obviously wouldn't have played a mass amount of games as such as well, so it's important that we can try and integrate him, and he fits the kind of model in the way that we like to play. He's young, he's hungry, he wants to kind of play as many games as he can and contribute in a style that brings out his attributes as well as obviously complements the team, so really good addition. Like I said, I think nice boy and stuff as well, kind of really mature for his age as well, which obviously can be a real positive, especially in that centre back position.
And just onto the cup as well, an opportunity to go that one step further in the competition than we did last season. Big prize on offer for us if we can pull off the cup shock.
Absolutely, and it's not that you want to make it a sole message, but it's a case of how can we make the tie positive. You know, last year and kind of years gone past, we've done okay and we've maybe just fallen a little bit short, so it's an opportunity, like you said, to get through, and then you're one step closer to getting to kind of Hampden semi-finals, quarter-finals, finals and stuff. So these are the positions that, as I said before, that you don't often get in your career. You know, I guarantee you, even some of the Dundee boys all went through their career and maybe not got to a final, semi-final, quarter-final as such, especially in a prestigious competition like the Scottish Cup. So you've got to cherish it at the same time, but also not let it pass you by and go and try and impose yourself in the game. Anything
we do get it out as well, we can take into the league campaign, which is, you know, something that we've really started to kick on in.
But listen, to not get away from it too much, of course. Listen, we're going up there to get a result, of course, but our bread and butter's the league. From where we are currently just now in the position and stuff we're in, that's got to be the focus. We're not naive, like I said, I'm not naive enough to know that'd be great to go and get that result. Of course, that's what we're looking to do. But like I say, win, lose or draw, it doesn't kind of steer us away from the path that we're on, and we know what we've got to do in the kind of league campaign.
Brilliant, Rhys. We'll see you on Saturday.
Cheers.
Thank you very much.